Hello, Mithril here once again, getting back to Cuphead Delicious Last Course. So, as we last left off, we were presented with a bit of a conundrum about coins. I did have someone suggest somewhere else to look that makes sense. I thought I looked there. Anything at the wishing well here? Doesn't appear to be. Yeah, I figured I looked around here, but it would make sense for there to be one there. But, alas. I'm sure it'll turn up sooner or later. While it's on my mind. Yeah, we're still equipped with Twist Up. I want to see what the new shot type does. Crack Shot. EXP Turret. Straight shot with good damage, breaks into weaker aimed projectiles. So, Chaser but with a difference, kind of, is what it sounds like. We'll see how this goes. Gonna keep Spread as my backup because I like it. So, let's see about fighting a mountain today. Glumstone the Giant in Gnome Way Out.
A great plan ahead, son.
Oh, okay. You're not stone. Okay, so it goes out a little bit, and then it turns into an aimed shot. Okay, lot going... like I was trying to say, a lot going on here, including a bear. Alright. You thought you were bold, but I'm bolder. We were almost at the end of the first phase. Okay. So things we've already learned. The cauldron brewing stuff going on there, that's the parry opportunity for this phase. Some of the smoke that comes out is pink. And you get pretty good warning as to where it's going to be. So, easier parry phase here. There are shots that come from somewhere I haven't quite seen yet. Like, I was seeing these little orange shots. Not quite sure where those were coming from. Also, there's apparently bears and gnomes. Yeah, it's a busy first phase. Also, crack shot's not bad. Geese? Geese! Okay. Okay, the gnomes at the bottom, they're creating those orange shots, but also sometimes crack shot is getting rid of them for me. Also, I don't want to be on the bottom. Okay. As someone with facial hair, ow! Puppets of Devil and King dice, alright. And we've got stuff coming out from what used to be his beard. Oh, they're more gnomes. Ow. Okay, so there's more of a parry opportunity here. Good to know. I just stood there and took that. Let's see what this EX does. I couldn't really tell what that did. But we're through phase 2. That's not okay. Give up now is my suggestion, lest you give me indigestion. Oh, that's not okay. Ugh. Alright. So, phase 2 doesn't seem to be too much of a problem, though, yeah. It can get busy. It's probably one of those phases that's easy to underestimate.
A brawl is surely brewing. You're up.
Being closer to the puppets during that phase seems like a good idea, so maybe Spread would be good for that phase. can't just take my platforms away like that. You can't just throw geese like that. Okay, that was rude. Oh, the platforms are being very rude on this try. Okay, you know what? Just so we can at least get something new, let's get the death quote for Phase 2, because I don't think we got that. Ah, such a delightful treat. I had a hand in your defeat. Okay. So yeah, Phase 1 got very rude there. You can kind of sometimes see gnomes climbing up the sides of those platforms. Stay away from the bear. Well, let me at least test my theory that spread's going to be better here. Because the trouble is, I don't want to get cornered by this... Okay, they're kind of playing catch. But you also have all those gnomes tumbling through the air. So yeah, it's an easy phase to get cornered during, but it's not that bad. Now we have this. But this might also be another good one for spread shot. I meant to parry. So, it seems like whatever the growth at the top is, throws out, like, it looks like chicken bones or something, and whichever one of the platform things that hit are those, I mean, they're in the stomach. Are those some kind of parasites? Are they tapeworms or something? The more you look at this fight, the more disturbing it gets. But when it hits one of those, it seems to take it out of commission for a bit or something. Maybe parrying when it's doing that weird thing with the tongue, maybe that brings it back. That's my working theory for now. If we could get here with more health. It was a lovely day in the mountain, and you were a flock of horrible geese. Ah. Gonna retry, because that was that thing where it looked like I should have been able to parry, but instead I landed on the platform first. But yeah, that's something I'm still considering maybe doing as an LP sometime, is Untitled Goose Game, because I do enjoy that, and I would like another excuse to play through that game again. That was just a bad landing on my part. That's my fault. Yeah. Well, there was a good example of getting cornered here. Now it's just bad timing. Now, one thing I'm not sure is if you have to specifically hit the puppets themselves, or if just hitting the arm does damage. You can jump down through these platforms, and that kind of messed me up a little bit. The gnomes down there don't immediately stab you, but you don't have a lot of window of opportunity to get away from them. Could I have my platforms back, please? Or we can just end the phase, that's fine too. I'm not sure if there's a specific trigger that gets rid of the platforms during that part. That was a panic dash, and I'm surprised I got away with that. Didn't get away with that. Okay, we at least have 2 hit points for the final phase this time. Okay, that does bring them back. But not all of them seem to do that. Whew. Not making it very far through this phase. But I think by this point we've seen all the phases, so we kind of know what's going on. So we're probably going to move on to the skipping around portion of today's episode. Still freaky. Of all things, I was not expecting what looked like it was going to be like a living mountain to be the body horror episode, but, here we are.
A brawl is surely brewing. Now go!
So in reviewing my footage, I did at least notice that the shots being fired by the gnomes are little gold nuggets, so hey, that makes sense. Still not really sure what defines the up and down movement of the platforms, or why suddenly it'll just get rid of them. So that's a bit of a thing. So yeah, this phase can get kind of busy, but it's not that bad. I feel like that's kind of true of this phase too. Though it is easy to get cornered. Also, still not really sure if shots to the arm are actually doing anything, or if it specifically has to be the puppets. But anyway, we're through, and we actually have full health this time, so that's nice. Controller drift isn't nice. Gonna try shifting back to Crackshot. Okay, taking out the little dinner bell tongue seems to reset all of these platforms. Well, we got the victory anyway. I did take damage that wasn't affected by the controller drift there, so I still wouldn't have gotten the A+ anyway. Crackshot seems to do pretty good for that phase. Frees me up to just kind of pay attention to where the bones are going, which platforms I need to try and parry so they come back, that sort of thing. So, yeah, Crackshot's a pretty good shot type. I like it. Another bridge is formed, and we get gnome berries. Well, alright then. This Wonder Tart has a lot of fruit in it, and I approve. I love fruit pies. But, of course, we're not quite done yet. We have an A+ to earn. At the very least, I think it's a fairly straightforward fight. This one doesn't seem too bad overall.
A great plan and then some. You're up.
So finishing off this fight with Crackshot, as I did last time, that actually did get me a new achievement. It was called the Latest Sensation. Beating one of the bosses with one of the new shot types will get you that. So I suppose I can use this as an opportunity to talk about my thoughts on the new shots. Crackshot honestly is really good. I mean, it's basically Chaser but better. Converge, I don't really have much of an opinion on just yet. I haven't really used it to its full effect because I don't really use Lock all that often. So yeah, I feel like I haven't really seen what Converge is capable of. It kind of goes against my usual playstyle, so yeah, I'm not sure if I'd really be able to make that good of a use against it. It steps outside my comfort zone, that's for sure. Twist Up, meanwhile, is a pretty good solid weapon, but also fairly situational, just due to the trajectory of it. I know you can mess with the trajectory a bit. Like, aiming up with it as opposed to aiming to the side, it changes how it aims, and it's really weird. But it's still overall a good weapon. A very unique kind of trajectory to it that helps with some forms of coverage. I think we got it. Time is my only concern. We're good. Give me that A+. So yeah, overall that fight wasn't really too bad. I wonder. No, I don't want to go back into the fight. Yeah, Glumstone was, at least by listing here, supposed to be the first one I fought. I don't really know if this overall is supposed to be a listing of perceived difficulty. Like, for example, I found Esther easier than the Howling Aces overall. But yeah, Glumstone is first on the list, so probably the recommended first fight. And I saved him for second to last. Which we also have the actual second to last as the one we still need to do. So yeah, no idea if that's really supposed to mean anything. But yeah, so that wasn't too bad. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I shall see you again next time. Until then, you may be happy to know that I did order another controller, so hopefully Drift will be a thing of the past come Tuesday.